Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Patrick, and on this episode I'm going to be sharing with you all of my tips and tricks that I use to get a bargain every single time I shop. And I really am excited to share with you some of my tips. But first of all, you need to be drinking some water. You need at least 2.5 litres of water every single day. As it's Tips Tuesday, I was thinking, what tips could I give you? And then all of a sudden, I realised that people come to me, people see me as a guru. They see me, anyone who's quite close to me will always say, Patrick, you're the king of a bargain. You're the emperor of a discount. How can I get this for a lot cheaper? And I thought, perfect, that's what I'm going to do on this episode of Tips Tuesday. So I've got 5 tips for you to grab yourself a bargain. My first tip is about holidays. Now, if you watch the channel regularly, you know myself and my husband do travel a lot. We can't really do it if it's really expensive, so we have to find the best bargain. Now, one thing I will say about holidays and buying holidays is that sometimes, actually I would say 90% of the time, it works out a lot cheaper to buy everything yourself rather than going online and booking it through a travel agency or going to see a travel agent. The service obviously from the travel agent you don't exactly get, but you do get things for a lot cheaper price. Now, if you don't get anything for a cheaper price, you will actually find that you get a better quality hotel or possibly a better timed flight if you book it yourself. Now, you can do this on various websites. By the way, just to let you know, on all of these tips, I'm not affiliated and I'm not sponsored by anybody. So, booking.com, hotels.com, Trivago. If you go for flights, you can go for Skyscanner. There is actually a Google flight search engine. If you search Google Flights on Chrome or wherever you're searching it on, it will actually come up, and there is a search engine specifically which will search every single flight and every single supplier and tell you which one is the cheapest. That is how we find that it's much cheaper to travel, and you might be saving yourself an absolute fortune to book it yourself and not through a travel agent. My second tip revolves around websites like Very and Littlewoods. Now, I know when you say Very and Littlewoods, people instantly think credit. No, and I agree. If you are going to buy something, if it's not absolutely essential and if it is a luxury, then you're better off just buying it outright and not paying for it on credit, because if you can't afford it, then you can't buy it. However, Very and Littlewoods actually do have some great initial offers for anyone who's opening a credit account. So, for example, if you are about to buy a brand new TV or a vacuum cleaner or a sofa or a fridge, anything which is a high-ticketed item, then if you go on Very and order it there, they do a buy now and then pay in 12 months' time. Now, this is interest-free, and I'm not telling you to get credit, but what I am telling you to do is actually go on Very, get that item, so your TV, and once you do that on your first purchase, they will give you 15 to 20% off whatever that item is. So for example, if it's something which is worth £1,000, that could be £150 off. I'm not going to do math for anything else, but 15% off a high ticket item is really good. So what I recommend is buying it on that website and then the next day or the same day calling them and actually paying the remainder off. Because you were going to buy it in a shop anyway, you may as well get it on Very, pay it off immediately or the next day, and you save yourself instantly 15%. And again, a disclaimer, I am not affiliated with Very at Littlewoods, and it is not a great idea to get yourself into any credit debt. So I'm not telling you to actually just put it on credit and pay for it whenever. I'm actually just saying get it on credit and then pay for it immediately after. Tip number 2 is an obvious one, but I'm going to show you a little trick around it. So tip number 2 is discount codes. Now, everybody gets discount codes, or I do anyway, for pretty much anything. If you're on a website, so you can go on it and you can get a discount code for anything, boots, literally you name it, and there's a discount code probably out there for it. However, sometimes I can spend hours and hours copying a discount code, pasting it didn't work, copy another one, paste it didn't work, and it can take up so much time that you're actually like, well, is this 10% actually even worth it? But recently I came across an app. Now this is a Chrome extension. If you don't know what a Chrome extension is, Google it, Chrome extension, they are brilliant. Again, I'm not affiliated with this company whatsoever, but it's called Honey, and it's fantastic, Honey. Now, all you do is you download this Chrome extension, and then whenever you're shopping online, it will actually say there is a discount code, and then it will automatically apply the discount code, but it searches the whole internet for the discount code, which is absolutely brilliant. So it's called Honey. It's a Google Chrome extension. I use it all the time, and it actually has saved me quite a lot of money on websites that I didn't even imagine searching for a discount code for. So yeah, Honey is a really good Chrome extension. And also I've downloaded this as well. Now this is called, well, it's not a download, it's latestdeals.co.uk. It's a website, and it will actually give you just daily latest deals. And I find this really, really good. The one thing I would say about this, and some of the deals are absolutely fantastic, but one thing I would say is be careful, because there are some things which you're like, this is amazing, I must buy it! And then you're like, you buy it because it's ridiculously cheap, and then you order it, and then you're like, do I really want that? And I will, I'll actually tell you, true story. So there was an item on this which was originally $22.99, I think, and it was like reduced to £4.50, and I was like, I need this in my life, and it was an ultrasonic toothbrush, but the only one they had left was like this fluorescent pink one, and I was like, yeah, okay, it's a discount, I'll buy it. So do watch that, because you can get a bit carried away. Yeah, that latest deals and Honey are two absolutely awesome places if you want to go for discount codes and also reduced priced items. My all-time favourite tip, and I have been doing this for many, many, many years. When I'm thinking about buying something, it could be anything, I will always search for it on Gumtree and Facebook Marketplace, whenever. And I have had so many bargains because of this. Like, I've actually got a couple of bargains in front of me right now. So the first one is this here. So this lens, which I use very often, sometimes for making videos, but mostly for taking pictures and stuff. This is a £750 lens, and I bought this on Gumtree for £100, and it was an absolute bargain. But my best bargain, or there's two actually from Gumtree, have been this. Now this is a Dyson Airblade. This was brand new in a packet, sealed, and they are worth, I think, about £250. Oh, excuse me, about £250. Let me put that on silent. And I got that for £90. And the reason I got it so cheap was because the lady had just recently bought a Dyson vacuum cleaner, and it was given to her as a free gift. So at the end of the day, it didn't cost her anything, so she made £90 out of it. Yes, she could have probably got more for it, but I was very thankful she only charged £90 for it. And it's brilliant, absolutely awesome. And I'm going to give you another tip as well. Well, I say another tip. I'm going to show you something else, which I actually got as well. So you can actually see it now. So it is this. This camera I actually bought, and this microphone I actually bought, both from Gumtree. Now the camera is a £750 camera, and I got it for £200, and the microphone is £130, and I actually paid, I think, £40 for it, or £30 or something like that. So there are so many bargains to be had on Gumtree, and I really genuinely recommend getting it. Another thing which you can also do, and I've done this twice. This isn't necessarily to do with Gumtree, but sometimes when you go into places like PC World, John Lewis, just, you know, places like that, they will have things which are considered to be broken. Now, for example, I don't know if you quite saw it on that video, but the tripod that I'm using, that was actually classed as broken because it was missing 2 bits. And this is I think it was £180 tripod or something like that, and I bought it for £20 because it was missing 2 bits. However, what I actually did was I went on to the website where they actually make the tripod, and I ordered the 2 bits, which came to £5.50. So I got a £180 tripod for just it worked out £30, which was absolute bargain. And I also this was, I think, my pride moment of when I got myself the ultimate bargain. I actually bought a KitchenAid, you know, the really expensive company brand KitchenAid. I bought a proper coffee maker, like it had a milk steamer, it had the grinder attached to it, it had every single thing possible. And I spent £80 on this, and it was missing 4 bits for it. And I thought, I have to buy this. Like, it wasn't, you couldn't use it because it was missing these 4 bits. But again, I went on the KitchenAid website, I spent £30 to buy the 4 bits that it was missing. So I think it cost me £110. And then I looked online, and this coffee maker was worth £1,200. So although it cost me in the end £120, I actually sold it for £850. So there are things, just because it says that it's broken or missing parts, if it looks like a bargain, search for it online and see what it's actually worth and how much you could sell it for, because you could probably make a profit on it. And it's the same thing when you're buying in charity shops as well. So that is tip number 4, I believe, which is search on Gumtree, and a little bonus tip for you there as well. Make sure you look even in the bin, which says it's missing broken parts, because there's still a bargain to be had. And my 5th and final tip, and this is discount stores. Now, obviously everyone knows about discount stores, and sometimes they can be absolutely amazing and other times they cannot. But people don't necessarily think about discount stores for every single product. For example, myself and Adam, we sleep on a £3,200 bed. Now this bed it's like sleeping on a cloud, without the possibility of falling, of course, but it's so comfortable. Now this bed costs £3,200, but Patrick is not going to pay £3,200 for a bed, because that is ridiculous. However, we got it in a discount store. It was a Benson for Beds discount store, but don't get me started on the customer service in Benson for Beds. I would never shop there again, but that's beside the point. But the actual bed itself, we've spent £600 on, and it is fantastic. Now, Benson for Beds, the way it works, and it's the same with a lot of discount stores for things like sofas and beds and things, is that somebody ordered this bed, and like me at a buffet, my eyes were too big for my belly, and for them, their eyes were too big for the doorways. So they wanted to get this super king size bed in, and it wouldn't go up the stairs. So it was a failed delivery. The bed was new, but the bed was taken away, and instead of being resold as new, it's resold as kind of defect in essence. So they actually have all of these things there, and it's really cheap. So the best thing to do, I actually bought that bed in a discount store, but it was also on clearance at the same time. So try and shop at discount stores, but only when there's a clearance sale, because that's when you get your best bargains. And another little side note, discount stores in America are a lot better. So if you are planning a trip in America in any time soon, then always buy your clothes and everything in a discount store in America, because it's so much cheaper. If you go into Ralph Lauren discount over here, you're paying £60 for a shirt. If you go over there, you're paying like $40 for a shirt. It's much cheaper. So yeah, there you go. A little side note with America. And also, on that note, never buy anything from duty free. It's always much cheaper somewhere else. Those were my top tips for Tuesday. Quite fun. I really enjoyed doing it, actually, because I generally do find bargains everywhere. And if you want to see more stuff like this, then please let me know in the comments section. If there's anything which you like or you know about, where you can get discounts and bargains, or share your tips with us in the comments section below. And again, one more time, I'm not affiliated by any way whatsoever with any of the products that I've mentioned or any of the companies that I have mentioned. I am going to be back again tomorrow because it's my weigh-in day. If you want to see what my weigh-in results are, then make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. And if you have liked this video, then drop it a like. Whatever time of day you're watching this, have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening. I'll catch you again tomorrow. See you then.